The Sword of the Wind. 1. The Silent Blade. The wind howled across the Wuling Mountains as dusk settled in, casting long shadows over the quiet ridges. High atop one of these peaks, a lone figure stood upon a jagged cliff edge. Dressed in plain white robes, his black hair danced with the breeze. In his hand, a slender sword shimmered faintly under the fading sun. This was Shen Feng, a swordsman known throughout the martial world as the Wind Swordsman. He was not the strongest, nor the fastest, but there was something about his blade, something quiet, something deadly, like a breath of wind before a storm. Once he had a name that echoed through the valleys and courts. Now he preferred silence. His master's final words still lingered in his mind. Fenger, a sword is not made to kill. It is made to reflect your heart. If your heart is steady, your blade shall be sharp. If your heart is clear, your path shall be straight. That was 10 years ago. Since then, Shen Feng had wandered the world, not to seek glory or vengeance, but to temper himself. He passed through mountains and forests, villages and cities, watching the struggles of the martial world, always moving, never settling, like the wind itself. 2. The Girl and the Ambush. It was late spring when Shen Feng arrived at Baihei Mountain. He had heard whispers of corruption in the 100-Flower Valley, a once peaceful sanctuary that had fallen into silence in recent years. Curious and perhaps concerned, he decided to investigate. The journey up the mountain was uneventful until he heard the cries. A small clearing near the waterfall revealed a young woman dressed in lavender robes, her long hair tangled with leaves and blood. She was surrounded by 6 masked men wielding curved blades, moving in coordinated, deadly circles. Without a word, Shen Feng stepped into the clearing. The first man charged, then dropped mid-stride, blood pouring from his neck. Shen Feng moved like a breeze, each step light, each stroke precise. Within seconds, 5 lay dead. The last one tried to flee, only to collapse as Shen Feng flicked a finger. His sword was sheathed, but the air itself seemed to cut. The woman stared, breathless. You saved me." He turned to leave without replying. "Wait," she cried. "Please, I am Lu Ruxu, daughter of the Valley Master of 100-Flower Valley. Those men, they were trying to kill me. Come with me, my father will reward you." Shen Feng paused. "Reward is unnecessary. Then let us offer you rest. At least, let me thank you." She smiled, grateful, sincere, and yet something about her eyes. Too calm, too calculating. Still, Shen Feng nodded. "Lead the way." 3. 100 Flowers, Hidden Thorns. 100-Flower Valley was beautiful beyond words. Lush trees, waterfalls, and fields of peonies, chrysanthemums, and orchids. But beauty, Shen Feng knew, could be deceptive. The valley's disciples greeted him warmly. Too warmly. Servants scurried to prepare rooms and feasts. The valley master, Liu Qingshan, an aging man with a flowing beard, welcomed him like a son-in-law. "You are the famed Wind Swordsman," he said. "We are honored." Shen Feng said little. He watched the eyes. The guards' hands never strayed far from their weapons. The disciples walked in silent patterns, too disciplined for a peaceful sect. He sensed it. This was not a sanctuary. It was a fortress. Over the next 2 days, Shen Feng stayed, observing. And at night, he wandered the halls, unseen. He discovered the truth on the 3rd night. Hidden in a cave beneath the valley was a demon sect altar, soaked in blood, candles burning with green flame. Disciples in black robes knelt and chanted incantations. Liu Ruxu stood at the center, wearing the robes of the demon saintess, her delicate hands dripping with fresh blood from a sacrificial bowl. "You have done well," Liu Qingshan said to her. "Soon, the Wind Swordsman will be under our control. His inner power is unlike any other. With it, the sect will rise again. Shen Feng's eyes narrowed. 4. The Saintess's Dilemma. The next morning, Shen Feng stood in the garden, gazing at the pond. Liu Rakshu approached, her steps soft as petals. "Did you sleep well?" she asked. "No," he replied. "There was chanting beneath the valley." She froze. "I know what you are," he said quietly. "Demon sect. You've turned this valley into a nest of snakes." To his surprise, Liu Rakshu's face fell, not with anger, but sorrow. "I did not choose this path," she said. "I was born into it. My mother died resisting. My father made me the saintess to save me. I never thought I'd meet someone like you. You used me. I was supposed to, but I didn't, not in the end." She looked into his eyes. "Run, Shen Feng. Tonight they will try to steal your inner power. Leave before it's too late." He looked away. "And leave this valley to rot? You can't save it alone." "I don't need to save it," he whispered. "I just need to cleanse it." 5. Night of Wind and Fire. That night the valley trembled. Shen Feng stood alone at the demon altar, sword drawn. Around him, 100 black-robed disciples circled, weapons gleaming. Liu Qingshan raised a curved blade and shouted, "Seize him!" The disciples rushed forward, but Shen Feng's blade had already moved. Like wind through branches, he wove between them. His sword danced, never pausing, never striking twice. His movements were calm, almost graceful, but every motion left bodies behind. "Stop him!" shouted Liu Qingshan. Shen Feng leapt into the air, twisting like a falling leaf. His blade shimmered like moonlight, and the altar split in two. Flames burst from the cracks, consuming the demonic runes. From the shadows, Liu Rakshu watched, tears streaming. She wanted to help, but she knew this was his path, not hers. When the smoke cleared, only Shen Feng stood, blood staining his robes. Liu Qingshan lay slain. The demon sect was broken. 6. Parting Petals. Shen Feng sheathed his sword and turned away from the valley. He found Liu Rakshu waiting near the peach blossom grove. "Are you going to kill me too?" she asked. "No." He looked at her. No longer the saintess, just a girl who once wanted to be free. "Your chains are broken. What you do next is your choice." She bit her lip. "I wanted to follow you. You cannot follow the wind." He began to walk away. "Wait," she called, voice breaking. "Will we meet again?" He paused. "In the spring, when the wind returns," he said softly. "Listen closely. You might hear my sword." Then he vanished into the mist. 7. The sword remains. Years passed. The martial world changed. New sects rose, old ones faded. But among the countless tales told by wandering storytellers and drunken warriors, one remained constant: the legend of the Wind Swordsman. They said he appeared wherever injustice bloomed, striking silently, disappearing without a trace. They said he carried no banners, no name, only a blade that sang like the breeze. Every spring, in the high peaks of Beihe Mountain, travelers claimed to see a figure in white practicing alone. His sword left no sound, but those who watched felt a stillness in their hearts. And sometimes, beneath the peach blossoms, a woman in lavender robes would sit and wait, her eyes searching the sky, because she knew the wind always returns.